What is up, guys? My name is RJ. This is Secret Stacks, and right now it's rant time. So this is probably going to disappoint a lot of people because my rants are more like a calm, cool, collected, somewhat disapproving conversation, but it's the best that I got. But right now, what is pissing me off so much is ebook prices, and it's not a new problem, but it's just the collection of it over time. It's so moronic. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay $9.99 for an ebook. I'm just not. And when the ebook is basically the same price as the paperback, I mean, you're out of your mind. Now, to be perfectly clear, I am not somebody who thinks that ebook prices should be super cheap. I think 99 cents is way too little to be charging for your book. It is such an intricate and painstaking and just years long journey to bring a book to fruition that charging 99 cents is way too low. Free ebooks, way too low. Even the typical indie price of $2.99, I think they should be charging even more than that. But there is a middle ground that just is completely barren right now. And yeah, maybe this is a little self-serving because I'm an ebook reader. That's what I like to read. And no matter what the price is, I'm not going to pick up a paperback. That's just what I do. But if you ever wonder why you never see me getting new releases and reviewing them on this channel, it's because honestly, I'm not paying the full Big 5 publisher price for an ebook. Now, occasionally they'll go on sale and I'll pick them up then, or I'll wait till they come to the library. And it's disappointing to me as somebody who wants to support these authors that I can't support their launches because launches are so important. But the truth is, the publishers are playing a game with these ebook prices that has very little to do with actually selling books for the author and bringing books to the reader. In reality, these absurdly high ebook prices are only for one purpose, and that is to prop up and keep the status quo of traditional publishers' domination of the book market through physical print books. You guys may remember a couple years ago, there was a big row between Hachette and Amazon and their conflict over ebook prices. Amazon wanted them to price their books lower. Hachette said, no way, we're going to price them how we want, and what we want is to price them at these $9.99 levels. And eventually, Hachette won. But what did they win? It's all about keeping their competitive advantage. And because they can print physical books so much cheaper in bulk than even print-on-demand services like CreateSpace that so many indie publishers use, they're going to do everything in their power to hold on to that competitive advantage and keep that as important as possible. So what they're doing is they're essentially cutting off their nose to spite their face. They're making less money on ebooks than they possibly could and less money for their authors than they possibly could, just to make sure and to hold back the ebook market and the ebook readership in the fact that if you want to read a new release by an author with a Big 5 publisher, it only makes sense to get a physical copy because the ebook prices are just priced so absurdly that you get so much more value at the same price for a physical book. I love ebooks, but I still understand that. If they're priced the same, I would get a physical copy because you're buying something tangible there. And that's what blows my mind. When they are the same price, or sometimes you even see that the paperback is less than the ebook price, and that tells me one thing, and one thing only. It's the publisher saying, oops, we killed too many trees. So how about this? We're going to give you a discount. Can you take these dead trees away from us so that we can make room for new dead trees? I mean, that's honestly all it is. And when you see pricing like that, that'll also tell you a secondary thing, that that book did not have a very successful print run, so they are trying to get out all their inventory as quickly as they can to make room for a new next shot at a bestseller. And it really is frustrating to me as a reader and as someone who has had so many worlds opened up to me because of the technological advances of e-reading, that the sole purpose of this is to hold that market back. I mean, just think about this. Authors make so much more money when you buy their ebook than when you buy their physical book. Even when the physical books are more expensive, an author only gets about 10% of that charge. Compare that to the sometimes as high as 50-50 split that they get for their ebook rights. And seriously, it's astounding and a little surprising that more authors aren't trying to drive the ebook market, but the fact is they are at the mercy of their publishers. But the fact is, because the publishers care so much about their own survival, and because that survival is linked to physical books not being overcome by digital books, that they are going to emphasize and do everything in their power to make sure that physical books are the more attractive option. So what would I do personally? I have no problem paying as much as $5, $6, $7 for an ebook, but I'm not going to go out there and spend $10 for an ebook. I'm sorry, I'm just not. And some of these authors, J.K. Rowling, sorry, but asking me to spend like $15 for The Cursed Child in ebook form, look, I'm one of those people that actually like The Cursed Child, but I could get 7 indie books for the same price and have them all be better than The Cursed Child was. So, I mean, what am I going to choose? And all that's going to continue to do is to create two poles in the publishing industry. And that's why you have so much conflict and tension right now between indie publishing and traditional publishing, is because they're in competition. And truthfully, from where I'm sitting, is indie publishing has continued to make inroads despite traditional publishing's best efforts. So the question is, are publishers going to start caring about the consumer, about the reader, about the author, or are they going to keep caring about themselves? Because the tighter that they try to hold on to the old status quo, the faster it's going to slip away. And in reality, the only business practice that makes sense is treating your readers right, treating your authors right, and creating a healthy community around that. But right now, their current pricing structure is anything but healthy. So that is my rant. I will let you guys go, but I'm curious what you think. So let me know down in the comments below. Am I crazy? Do you think that I've missed something here? Or do you think ebook prices are that absurd? Do you want to just save the trees? Let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, see ya.